Parts of this lore contain gore. A trigger warning will be appearing on screen prior to this and disappear after. Society was advanced, but filled with evil people whose hearts had been stolen by greed and filled with gluttony. Laws were petty rules upheld by few and varied between regions to only favor the leaders. Under these circumstances, it would be fair to assume chaos would ensue. However, for some reason, it did not. Many were not concerned with this issue as it did not bother them, and the few that were thought it was a lucky situation that had arisen due to recent availability of cheap mercenaries that were willing to enforce the will of anyone who could pay. And that is what would make the most sense, and maybe the world would be able to hold itself together like that if it were left alone. However, as you may already suspect by now, it wasn't. There were forces at play in this world that were unfathomable to most, and known by even fewer. Born into this world filled with hatred, Seki had a good childhood. He was raised alone by his mother, and although it was only the two of them, his life was filled with love. Due to the state of the world, education was poor, and food hard to come by, and so he was homeschooled, and thus his younger years were rather solitary. They lived in a rural village that distanced itself from society norms. They farmed their own fresh food and kept to themselves.
In our village, there is a coming-of-age ceremony that happens on the first day of the year you turn 18. The only people allowed to attend are those coming of age and their mothers. It is what happens, it is where everyone goes without fail. If you don't, you can't become 18. And you can't become an adult. And what happens is kept strictly as a secret. On the 11th of December, the year before I turned 18, my mother was killed. We were out walking when we were attacked by a mercenary. Later, I found out he was from a cancerous group from the underworld. We had gone to a local city to look for Christmas presents and went to a park for lunch. I remember it vivid as day now. They ran up and inserted a poisoned needle into her neck. She was dead in seconds. I didn't even realize until she collapsed. I didn't even get to say goodbye. When that happened, I dropped to the ground and held her head in my arms, looking up to the sky, screaming until I had no more breath. However, in my mind, even now, it feels like I'm still screaming. That brings me to the night. It must have been 2 or 3 weeks after I left the village. I found myself under a bridge when a group of gang members, who looked not dissimilar to those that murdered my mother, decided to take advantage of me. I was left with both my arms broken and 2 fractured ribs, coughing up blood into the river before they decided to kick me in. I still remember the cold clutches of the water dragging me down. I should have died then, but, as I blacked out, I heard my mother's voice singing to me. In that moment, I felt a hand reach out to me, and I grabbed it, holding tight. My heart filled with the overwhelming warmth and joy of my mother's love. Since then, my heart has been filled with joy. Even though I have ups and downs, how can I not be over the moon that I am just alive? Although I couldn't put my finger on it, something changed that night. And since then, odd things have begun to occur more frequently. I can't tell if I just didn't notice them before or they are new. But back to the story. So, the next morning, I found myself in a hospital bed, sitting in this grimy room. The white tiled floor that was probably once sterile was now all filled with cracks and layered with a green-grey tone. Boring cupboards lined the walls, their sooty glass doors occasionally giving hint to a bandage or bottle of some medicine. The ceiling was covered in a damp speckled black mould. Water was leaking from above, and the occasional splat of a droplet meeting the tiles could be heard. The low drone of a generator could also be made out from a door across from me. Old surgical lamps lit the room awkwardly, casting elongated shadows on the walls. She introduced herself as Dr. Tabby. She said she found me passed out under the bridge, suffering from chronic blood loss. She said some weird jargon, but what I got was my cracked rib had punctured my aorta, but somehow the water in my blood had pooled to keep at least some of my blood flowing around my body. And if it weren't for that, I would most likely be dead. She also told me that I was at her underground doctor's surgery. She wanted to help people who couldn't afford the extortionate prices of healthcare, and started in this old dentist surgery. Anyway, I found myself sitting there, bandages wrapped tightly around my chest and forearms. Poggggggg! That is chapter 1 of my lore. Let's go! I love lore. Poggggggg. Right. Hello, my name is Seki, but my full name is Sekizen Kumi. You can call me Seki, Sekizen, Seki Kumi, or Kumi. Most people call me Seki though. And here you can see the kanji for my name. I am completely atrocious at Japanese, and so that kanji is just like copied from the internet. But I'm slowly learning Japanese, and hopefully I'll be able to speak it. So Sekizen, my name actually has a meaning, and so Sekizen, or the Sekizen part of my name, means lonely or desolate, and the Kumi means the 9 seas. And so my name is basically taken from those two, and there are parts about my life which I guess you might have been able to get from my lore that relate to my name. And yeah, I don't know if fate exists, and obviously I was named before my life took place, but for some reason it summed it up so far. So I am male and my pronouns are he, him, but if you mess them up or think of me as she, I don't care at all. And yeah, I'm not gonna lie, when I was first watching Hunter x Hunter, I thought Kurapika was she for I just thought of Kurapika as she for a while. Too long. Yeah. And so often I'm not sure what pronouns to call people, and so sometimes I'll call them they, and so I hope you don't mind if I do that. My Oshi mark, yeah, I'm a water boy, so my Oshi mark is like the sweat thingy, right? It's sweat. I can confirm it's just sweat, okay? My height is 6'2", and I am an exiled assassin. I'm minorly leaking some future lore, but I am my role is an exiled assassin. Oh yeah. And also my birthday is huge. I haven't decided if I want to say the actual date of my birthday. So my birthday is huge at the moment. Right. Next page. Oh shoot. Wait. Okay, fixed. Okay. More stuff about me. Right. One thing that I like to do, I don't know why I've done this. It first happened when someone told me. I remember it vividly. So I was playing Chopsticks on the piano. Don't know if you know how to play it. Great tune. It's about the only thing I know how to play on the piano. But someone told me about swapping the first letter of names around. Right. So but they did it with their name. I can't actually remember what their name is. But since then, this has been it's been a good maybe 10 years since that happened. 11 years, I think. I still do it. I still do it with certain stuff. One of them, I was saying Woman in Black, as in the play, to my friend. And then I just started and then I should change it to, I think, to Mummin in Whack, right? and then my friend and I were in hysterics over it. But so I do that with some stuff. I also play the violin. As I said, I play the piano very badly, and I play the guitar very badly as well. This morning when I got up, I was like, yes, Keki Sumi, yes, Keki Sumi. Yeah, this morning when I got up, I was like, yeah, I'm gonna record a cover, and then I realized that I can't play the guitar, and I don't have one of those like chord holder thingies. So I was trying to learn the guitar, record the piano, yeah. So yeah, that didn't work. But expect a cover soon, TM, because when I was in the water and I heard my mother's name, mother calling out for me, she sang a song to me, and so I'm doing a rendition of that. Poggggggg. Other things that I do, I write. I like writing a lot. I wrote all my lore, and I will continue to write my lore. I draw. I've drawn all my model. I drew literally everything you see on the screen. I created myself, which I'm very proud of. I read a lot, although at the moment I'm atrocious at reading. As in, like, I still have my skill in reading, right? I'm just really bad at getting around to reading because I'm so busy. And also, I am the leader of the primacy, right? So it means, so if your sentence, I just realized I haven't been I haven't been sticking to this, but if your sentence doesn't contain at least one then you're doing it wrong. Wrong. There we go. And then also you can see here, this is apparently called a radar graph, not a polygon graph. I spent ages trying to figure out what a polygon graph is, and just was getting bar charts of like how many sides polygons have, which is really annoying. But as you can see, I'm 100% say so. I'm not very good at gaming. I am humongously gay. I'm mainly 5 head, but I'm slightly more smooth brain than I am 5 head. I'm not very tall. Yeah, like I'm 6'2", but yeah, I'm not very tall. And I'm a medium sort of wetness, right? In a, obviously, because like I'm 100% say so, like I'm wet in a say so way, right? Yeah, because I am. Wait. As you may have realized from some of the overlays on the screen, I am water boy. And so yeah, that is why I'm wet. Right. Then yeah, we skip over that. So what do I like? Lore. Pog, I love lore. I love lore so much. Lore is the most Pog. I simp for lore. Let's go. Right. Okay, so that's the thing that I like most. But then in terms of like my general likes, so I like macadamia nuts, dried squid, mackerel, anchovies, but I eat the anchovies like raw. I don't know if they're actually raw. I think they're probably cooked before, but I eat them like whole from the can. Tamarind fruit, marmalade, Kongo Fukuji Temple in Shikoku in Japan, which is the photo of the temple here. It's one of the temples in like, there's a pilgrimage around this island with 88 temples, and it's my favorite one. It's like, oh my goodness, there's like koi in the pond, and it is like, it's, if I could live there, that would be Pog. Yeah, I love dried squid. Dried squid is very Pog as well. I like storms, but like, I like being inside like when storms are happening. I like just like cuddling up inside, getting tomato soup and hot chocolate. That is a vibe. I like magnolias. I probably should have put a photo of a magnolia in here, because I know magnolias very well. Yes. And what else? I like fantasy stuff a lot. And I've considered doing D&D. I don't know. I was considering it, either fantasy or like set in my universe. And then also I recently discovered I love Gatmoe. I just like when a character's like cute and then they just go full berserk. That's so good. Poggggggg, next thing. Oh, I keep doing this. Right, my dislikes. Yeah, so my main dislike is just Rocket League. Like, I can't quite put into words how much I dislike Rocket League. Like, there are things in this world. I dislike Rocket League more than I dislike the mercenaries that killed my mother. I dislike. It's quite hard to describe how much I dislike Rocket League. But yeah, Pog. Or not. I just say unpog. Unpog. Right. For the actual stuff that I don't really dislike, is small, round, whole, raw tomatoes on their own, like this one, like these. I cannot deal with them. But chop them up, fine. Put them whole with some salad, fine. Cook them, fine. Make them larger, fine. It's literally just like that. In that specific state, I won't eat them. Yeah, it's not just small tomatoes though, but they have to be round and they have to be whole. Like the longer ones are usually fine as well. You know, the ones that are sort of like the elongated ones. Yeah, they're fine. You just chop them up and then they're snack. And then bananas when they're mushy. And I couldn't find any photos of mushy bananas, but I'll try to explain, because it's not bananas that's just like mushed up. It's like softness in any way. Like I like my bananas rock hard. Like I like moving on. Anime. So animes that I like. Black Clover, Poggggggg. I know Sarah loves Black Clover, and Sasaki to Miyano. Oh my gosh, I cried at the end of that. Stranger by the Shore. I think I cried at the end of that as well. Blue Period is like, Blue Period goes hard. Blue Period goes really hard. It's surprising. Like I wasn't expecting much. Apologies, my brother came in. Oh no, debut ruined. I have to restart. Fuck. No, it's all good. I like Haikyuu. When I watched Haikyuu was like, I hadn't watched anything of that caliber. When I started watching, I watched Attack on Titan, and then it got to Haikyuu, and Haikyuu was like, oh my god. Hunter x Hunter was insane. Run with the Wind as well. Like Run with the Wind and Blue Period, they're short and they just like they go so hard. And apparently Run with the Wind's meant to have something more. But yeah. Right, next thing. Poggggggg manga. So Cherry Blossoms After Winter, BJ Alex, and here you are. I didn't get any photos of BJ Alex because sus among us. But yeah. And you can see that like I have a really, really generic taste in manga. It's like it's unbelievably based. Like no sus stuff at all. Like, yeah. Poggggggg. Right. Next thing. Games that I like. Apex, Valorant, CSGO, although I don't play it much anymore. I used to play it a lot. Dishonored, Robocraft. Bruh, Robocraft with a vibe. Skyrim and Genshin. And yeah, I love all of those. And yeah, so I enjoy like pretty much all FPS games. Yeah, you're gonna struggle to get me on the Fortnite train, but besides that, we're fine. And then for story games, like I like Dishonored, Skyrim, and music that I like. Minecraft is like should be on there. L. Wait, hang on. I'm gonna write something down because tomorrow, maybe whenever probably tomorrow, I'm gonna have a like another stream where I can I talk more in depth about it, because I'm just ripping off Niji Sanji here. Yep. Poggggggg. Right, so music. K-pop music that I like. 80s and Stray Kids. My friend got me into 80s. I saw them live. Wu Young. Felix. Shunjin. That's how I feel about all of them. So then for bands that I like Fun, Saint Motel, Eve, and AJR. And recently Julian's been getting me into Vocaloid stuff and more J-pop stuff. Felix. And then for specific songs that I like Two Birds. Two Birds went around on TikTok. Like I was there before that. I was like on Spotify, I think in like 2018 or 2019. Two Birds was like my most listened to song at like 50 listens. So I just want to say, like, I got in there before all the hype. Like I'm an OG listener of Regina Spektor. She is a legend. Next, other songs: Bridge Over Troubled Water, Golden Ticket, Dog Days, C'est la Vie, and Music for 18 Musicians, which is an hour-long classical piece by Steve Reich, I think. And yeah, like I like pretty much every genre of music as long as it has like a cool tune that I can vibe to. And yeah, I would say that like I'm a basic bitch because I like Eve, and everyone likes him, but yeah, I still like him. And and also, have you seen Eve's model? Eve is it. Oh my goodness, Eve has like such a badass model. It's unbelievable. Like his model is so cool. It's so like, think of my model, and then it's just like think of any model, because it's not like it's slightly humanoid, but it's also got like this mask thing. It's so cool. Eve is very, very pog. Right, art that I like. So I enjoy going to art galleries, although I'm not the sort of person that just like stands there looking at each piece of art for like 500 hours. No, I like going around quickly and just like you see all of them. And so for but like sometimes if I really like them, I'll look at them for a while. But in terms of like art that I really like, there's this one here, which is like a Picasso self-portrait that he did when he was younger, and I actually have that in my wallet. Like I have a postcard of it in my wallet. Yeah, I have the actual one in my wallet. No, I have a postcard of it in my wallet. And then Henry Michaud, who did all of these he did a bunch of drawings whilst he was high. He was on mescaline, which is mushrooms, and yeah, which is like it's just kind of interesting because I like psychology. Right. Okay, so what to expect from me? Pretty much everything, right? So I'm just really unoriginal. So like I copy Nijisanji with my debut stream, and I'm basically just going to do exactly the same stuff as other people, right? So if I see like Shoto playing The Quarry like he was, I'm going to start playing The Quarry. He started playing Genshin recently, so I think I'm going to do some Genshin streams, and Minecraft as well. I'm trolling, but I will do that. And then I'm also going to do cooking streams, which I guess people do. I'm going to do reading streams where I'm going to read my lore. So every so often I'm going to do lore reading streams, which is going to be kind of pog. And I'll write new chapters and then I'll read them. And so you can like watch my story as it goes on. Like I might do some writing streams. I don't know if I will, just because like writing I'm quite quiet, and it might be a bit boring, and it also would spoil lore if I'm writing lore. And then gaming, single player games, multiplayer games, everything games. Like I'm happy to get like people on to like chat to me, like Shoto did to Uki for his Ib stream. And then also so Totsumachi's, I guess that I don't know if that was kind of a Totsumachi because he was playing a game, but then like Totsumachi's, and then also Zatsudan's, and so I'll do like Zatsudan's whilst playing a game. There's this game called Townscaper, and so yeah, I might play that. Which is, I don't know if you've seen it. You just build cities. You just like place a block and you just build cities, and you don't have to like worry about it. You just click. It's just a clicking game, and so that'd be kind of a vibe just to like do like chat to chat, and do that. And then I might do drawing streams, but also like my drawing is kind of, I'm very slow at drawing. I'm like a horrendously slow at drawing. I might do them I might do like if I want to make a mascot or something like Uki did. I'll draw it on stream. Or if I have a specific thing that I might do that. That's a good idea actually. Right. So games. That I'm gonna play. So yeah, pretty much just like every game under the planet. Except Sally Face, you know. I'll add Sally Face into that though. You won't be able to see it, but it is added in the actual presentation. So games, I'm gonna play Genshin, possibly Lost Ark. I started Lost Ark. I don't know if I want to continue. Minecraft, Abzu, Bright Memory, and Bright Memory Infinite. I don't know if you've seen them. It's this solo Japanese developer dude who made this insane game. Dead by Daylight, possibly. I didn't really enjoy it when I played it once before. We'll see. Maybe with friends. Devour, Dishonored 1, 2, and Death of the Outsider. Dying Light 1 and 2. Elder Scrolls, Far Cry, Getting Over It, Journey, My Friend Pedro, Off-Road Trading Company, Surviving Mars, What Remains of Edith Finch. That game's a vibe. I played that before, and I will definitely play that again. A Story About My Uncle. I think that's a really good game as well. I think it's one of just like those really good indie games. Then I'll do some watch-alongs of anime and stuff. I don't know how, like, I've never actually been to a watch-along, so I need to like see what actually happens during the watch-along and how they like show what time they're at, because I know they're not allowed to just like stream their thing. And then I'll do my reading streams of me reading stuff. And then I was also considering doing like, I just find a story maybe on like Saturday mornings for me. So it would be like maybe 3 or 4 hours before now. And then I just do reading streams then. And then other games, I don't think I have it. These are all of these games I don't have. I may have got a few of them now actually. But yeah, Elden Ring, Dark Souls, Myst, Risk of Rain, Outlast, 12 Minutes, Firewatch, Life is Strange, Metro, all the Metro series, Heaven's Vault, Sekiro, Captain Spirit, which is new and it hasn't released yet. It's from the same developers as Life is Strange, Little Nightmares, Until Dawn, Jump King, Narrator Boy, Humankind, Red Dead Redemption, and Red Dead Redemption 2, Unreal Life, It Takes Two. I have someone who I think I'm playing It Takes Two with. Open Roads, Vampire Survivors, Scarlet Nexus, Angels of Death, Doom, Hollow Knight, and Outer Wilds. And then yeah, that's pretty much all of them. Well, actually no, that's not pretty much all of them. That's a small glimpse of the games. I still have like, I looked at it the other day. I have about £1,000 worth of like games on my wish list. Hell. Right, so onto my tags and schedule. As you can see, I have a great schedule here. It's just on the right. It's just on the right of the presentation. You see, completely blank. So because I'm quite busy at the moment, it's quite hard for me to do a schedule. I also don't have a screen that I can write a schedule on, so I'll make one soon. And for that, the schedule will have to come out probably late Sunday evening or early Monday morning, just because that's when I get my work schedule. And then, oh, bye-bye, Alphonse. I'm almost finished, so yeah, Poggggg. And then for my tags, I have no idea. Maybe I can get some suggestions. But so general tags is Sekikumi. This is on Twitter. And NSFW is Sexykumi, but it's spelt with just like an S before the I instead of X. So Sexykumi. And then for art, memes and clips, I have no idea yet. But yeah, that is it so far. But I think that's everything. That's kind of Poggggg. Thank you guys for watching, and I will stream tomorrow. going through this in more detail. Pog. Thank you. I love everyone. Mwah.